Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a sort of explain video after seeing the premiere for The Walking Dead Season 8. In this one first, we're going to give our thoughts on the Red-Eyed Rick sequence from the episode and what we think it means when he says that my mercy prevails over my wrath.
My mercy prevails over my wrath.
And this one will contain spoilers because I think this is a very important scene in the Walking Dead Season 8 premiere. I think they're going to come back to it later on. This most likely is an out of chronological order sequence from the premiere episode, and we saw a bunch of these in this episode. We saw, time sequences with, you have Carl and Rick at one point, you have Rick and Daryl at another point, you have Rick giving the speech and Maggie and the rest, and then you have them, of course, attacking. And this episode, the premiere does jump around a lot in terms of placement, in terms of time. So there's this sequence as well, or there's a few of these Red-Eyed Rick sequences throughout. You get to see them kind of throughout the episode chopped up. But there's also, of course, the dream sequence, which it almost looks like the way it's cut near the end of the episode, that it's kind of like you're seeing Rick kind of in this state, seeing the other state. So it's kind of hard. It's like nested. It's almost like nested sequences here. But the other one with Judith kind of being a couple years older in that, you could view it right now as, I suppose, maybe a dream sequence from the Red-Eyed Rick part when he's kind of out of it. Or, you could see it as well, too, as a flash-forward sequence that they'll probably come back to near the end of this season or into Season 9. So this sequence, though, is very cool. We did not see this one in the trailer. And clearly, Rick is very upset in it. His eyes are really red, which is why I like to call it the Red-Eyed Rick sequence. But we'll have to see when this is, when this is due to. Is this a scene from possibly the mid-season finale? Maybe when, the Saviors push back. We have to assume that eventually the Saviors are going to kind of regroup, find a way out of their no-way-out situation at the Sanctuary, and re-attack Rick and the others. So this Red-Eyed Rick does look like maybe he's been injured. Maybe he's been, possibly something's gone off nearby him. Maybe a grenade. He's partially concussed or something of the sort, not sure. Or it could also be a sequence maybe near the end of the season, after possibly we see the final confrontation between him and Negan, which of course brings up the question, if Rick is to beat Negan, if it comes down to a 1-versus-1 fight and Rick's a little bit messed up and he has the opportunity to finish Negan, will he decide to show Negan mercy, and instead of killing him, instead of his wrath, will he allow Negan to, live on afterwards? So we'll have to see exactly when this scene comes back into the series. I like the idea of it possibly being, something a mid-season finale, but it would be kind of epic as well, too, if we're getting to see a sequence here from out of chronological order that they come back to maybe in the Season 8 finale, where you actually have Rick defeating Negan and possibly him showing Negan some mercy. Definitely a thought-provoking thing to add to the premiere. I do like it when they add kind of some thought-provoking stuff for us kind of Uber fans that, want to stay up late and think about these kind of sequences and just what they mean and what part of the series they may be from. So really interesting stuff for sure. You guys can write down your predictions below. Speculation right now, of course. We really don't know for sure, but it sounds to me most likely that we're either seeing one of the two out of those. Because there are some sequences, of course, from the comics that they have not adapted yet from All Out War. One is where Negan and the Saviors push back, and Rick gets, kind of out of it a little bit. The other, of course, is the final battle with Rick and Negan, the Saviors versus the Survivors, which we'll probably see closer to the end of this season. So leave those comments below. Keep sending me your questions. Let me know what you guys think. And if you like this video, please thumb it up below. You can share, you can favorite. If you're new and you want to subscribe, put on those subscribing pants. Wear the subscribing pants at the bottom. Click subscribe. That's it for this one. I'll see you guys again soon for another Q&A video very soon, probably later today. It's Trev, and I'm saying peace. See you guys soon.